Hey, what's going on YouTube? We have All-Star MVP 95 overall George Gervin, who happens to be swerving. So taking a quick look at his stats here, he's got 97 driving layup, he's got 92 driving dunk, he's got good passing stats, he's got decent defensive stats. He's got really good rebounding stats. For a small forward, that's pretty good. He's going to get you some rebounds. But we will take a look at his stats again at the end. So let's talk about these new cards. We have these All-Star MVP cards, and we also have, I believe we have normal MVP cards that aren't All-Star. We have MVP cards, okay? So we have all types of new Amethyst. We'll have some new diamonds. We got Magic Johnson. We got Shaq Diesel. We got there's another video that I'm gonna put out. I played with Mitch Richmond. He was pretty good. And I played with this George Gervin, and I'm gonna go get some other players to play with. So let's talk about George Gervin. First of all, let's talk about his shot release. He has a really good mid-range. He has 92 mid-range and 75 shot three. His shot release, it's not slow enough to where you are scared to take a shot, but it's not fast enough to where you want to take a contested jumper. If he's wide open, I feel comfortable shooting with him. Definitely the mid-range, those are going to go in 90% of the time, if not more. His three ball, it goes in, but it's not super consistent. It's 75, so it goes in like a 75. But with that being said, I mean, John Wall has like a 74 3, and he makes a lot of threes for me if he's open. Ironically, he makes a lot of threes. So, I mean, stats aren't everything. A lot of cards play better than their stats. Some play worse. George Gervin definitely plays, I think, he is a 95 overall, so he has good stats. But I think he even plays a little bit better than his stats. He's playing pretty good. He felt pretty fast. I think he's 84 speed, but he felt pretty fast. But he's not like that top tier speed like Jordan or John Wall, Russell Westbrook. Those guys can just fly down court. But he's fast enough to where it's not a big deal. Like KD has 79 speed, and he feels pretty fast. So George Gervin has 84 speed, and he feels even a step faster. So what I would say about George Gervin is this guy going in the paint, this guy is cash. This guy is money. He's super consistent. He's really good. Defensively, he's pretty good. I mean, all his defensive stats are in the mid to high 80s. And that's pretty good, but for a 95 overall card, I mean, I would say maybe you would expect a little bit more, especially from a George Gervin card, because he doesn't really shoot threes. But this is how he played, so this is what we get. As far as what I would say overall, playing with this card, playing with this entire game, I would say this card is pretty good, but I don't know if he's worth top tier MT. I don't know if I would pay more than 100K for this card. I don't think this card is worth more than 100K. But once these packs come out, I think the market is going to just crash and everything's going to be super cheap. But I think George Gervin, I mean, for a 95 overall, I think he's going to be going for a lot of coins. So if I pulled him in a pack, I would probably try him out, see if I liked him. If he wasn't the player for me, I'd probably sell him because he's probably going to go for 200K. But overall, this George Gervin card feels really good. But when you're playing 2K, you want a player that does everything, and since threes are a big deal in every 2K game, I feel like maybe he's gonna be a little bit overlooked because of that. Because he doesn't shoot those threes, he doesn't really have consistent three. But here's the good part: is if everyone overlooks him and he's going for really cheap, they're actually missing out because he's actually a really good card. So that could be a pickup. That's something for me, since I don't really put money into the game. I'm always picking up these steals, like Rookie of the Year Jordan and stuff. I mean, he's a pretty cheap card, but he actually plays really good. He plays like an Amethyst. So let's take a look at what George Gervin can do. This guy was actually rebounding really good for me in this game. George Gervin was getting a lot of rebounds for me as he gets the slam. Yeah, George Gervin was getting a lot of rebounds for me. I feel like his mid-range, anything close range, he could definitely shoot it. And anything inside, he was getting good dunk animations. He was getting really strong layup animations. He wasn't getting weak bump-off animations. So that was really good. He is a really good card. I would say that I don't know if he's worth like more than 100k. That's the only problem with this card, because you want a card that does everything. I don't know if he's worth more than 100k. That's the only issue with him. I really like him. If I got him for a really cheap price, I would definitely keep him. I wouldn't even sell him. But if I didn't, I mean, I might sell him if he's going for a lot, if I pulled him in a pack. So let's take a look at his stats again real quick. George Gervin, Mr. Swervin. So George Gervin he's got 92 standing mid-range. He's got 75-3. So 75-3, that can go in, but it won't always go in because it's only 75, not like an 85. Like 85, I feel really comfortable. 75, you're like, ugh. So he's got 97 driving layup. That's obviously really good. He's got really good passing. Doesn't really have post game, but he's got really good rebounding. He's got good defense in the mid to high 80s. He's got a good steal rating. He's got good speed, 85 speed, 98 stamina. This card is really good. I'm going to let you guys make a decision on it. Tell me what you think. Is George Gervin worth it or not? I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.